Hi, my name is Pia. I'm a child and adolescent psychologist and I'm a professor of clinical psychology.
I'm Miriam. I'm a professor of psychology with expertise in clinical psychology and neurosciences.
And we'd love to welcome you on board on our campus in Beirut or in Byblos. We offer a wide variety of courses with faculty from different backgrounds.
We have specific tracks in clinical psychology, pre-med, organizational, or educational focus as well.
And our program is unique in that we're the only ones to offer an internship at the undergraduate level where you can actually have an idea or a feel of what your careers would be like. And you can also conduct your own research as part of the program.
And let's not forget our AR/VR top-notch facility.
We'd love to welcome you on board and let's talk a bit more about the program.
Let's take a closer look at what our program looks like.
Mhm.
When students join us for our first year during the fall, we recommend that they take around 5 courses. We're going to talk about the psychology courses. So we start with our flagship, which is the Introduction to Psychology class. And it's also important to take the statistics for social sciences so that the students can understand from here forward what the research in psychology looks like. They will also take English classes and other electives as well.
Exactly. And then to follow up on this, in the second semester, so in spring, there's another major course that they need to take, which is the development across the lifespan, through which they would be learning the major milestones of the different stages of development from infancy up to old age. And in addition to development across the lifespan, we recommend that students take 1 or 2 psychology electives. Usually in the first year, we tend to say that students are advised to take 200 courses because they are lower level, and we'll talk a bit more about all of the other electives in a second. So these are a list of all of the core courses that you need to take. And obviously, like we said before, you also have electives, which we'll talk about in a second. So we discussed introduction, we discussed development across the lifespan, and these are also the other core courses that we're going to be taking. Miriam will tell us a bit more about neuroscience.
That's a personal favorite. So in this course, we're going to look at how the brain influences the mind, but also emotions and behaviors. Then we have courses in research methods in which we talk about how do we conduct research in psychology, because it's a science after all. You want to tell us more about abnormal in counseling?
Of course. So when we talk about abnormal, we're going to cover all of the different psychological disorders, so all of the different difficulties that a person can face, followed by counseling theories, which are the different tools and methods and approaches of therapy.
And then for internship and senior studies, these are actually flagship courses, again, that we are so very proud of, and they're very unique in our programs, in which we try to map students to their own personal interest, professional interest in internship, and in senior study, they get to conduct their own research projects.
Exactly. Now, just one thing that's important also to mention, Miriam, is that there's a specific kind of flow. So we usually advise students to take these courses one after the other. So you can see that there's the 200, 300 courses. So make sure as students that, they check with their advisor to make sure that they're following the specific flow. And the last thing that I'm really happy to talk about are the electives.
We have another exhaustive list of elective classes, and the students need to choose 6 out of those.
Exactly. And out of these 6, it's really important that the student chooses the ones that they feel are the closest to their areas of interest. So we have some of the electives that relate specifically to child psychology. So you have child psychology, psychology of youth, and exceptional child, all of which actually relate to the development from childhood up to adolescence.
We also have specific courses in organizational psychology for the students that are interested in pursuing industrial psychology later on. And we have very different topics that we cover in topics in psychology, like psycho-oncology, positive psychology classes, mindfulness, in addition to cultural psychology.
And we're very proud actually to have this wide range of topics in psychology because we have faculty from different backgrounds, and they're unique because very few other programs will offer you the chance at an undergraduate level to actually take these courses. So we're really happy to have you on board, and make sure, as we said, they need to check with their advisors to take all of the courses that they need to graduate on time.
If you're excited to know more about the mind and the behavior, if you want to know how the brain influences developmentally the changes of our personality, you have come to the right place. In the 3-year BA in psychology, we're going to be looking at how our thoughts, emotions, and behavior interact and how they define our personality. Not only is it rewarding in and of itself as a field of study, if you want to consider career prospects, we can, at the end of the program, work as clinical psychologists, health psychologists as well. You can pursue tracks in organizational psychology, educational, forensic, just to name a few. And the field is versatile enough to be combined with medicine, business, neuromarketing, artificial intelligence, and so on and so forth. So come join us.